I welcome you all to StudyIQ. My name is Prashant Dhawan and in this video we shall cover part 6 of the UPSC map practice series. We have made 5 parts already. If you haven't watched them, I strongly suggest that you do. A lot of knowledge is waiting for you there. All the parts are available in Hindi and English language. And if you're a new viewer, then I would like to tell you guys about StudyIQ's pen drive and tablet courses that give you the luxury of studying from home. Our courses are available for various exams like SSC, Bank, RBI Grade B, UPSC. So visit StudyIQ.com, order the course of your choice and start studying from home. So let's have a look at the first MCQ. It reads, consider the following statements about the European country Monaco. The first statement tells us that the country of Monaco shares land borders with only one country, and that country is Italy. The second statement is Monaco is not a landlocked country. Quite interesting. So let's go to the map and figure out which statement is true and which one isn't. So as you can see, this is the European continent. It's a bit difficult to figure out where exactly is Monaco from a bird's eye view. But if we zoom in a bit, you will find that in the northern part of France is this tiny nation of Monaco right over here. This is the country of Monaco. As you can see, it is completely surrounded by France and the Mediterranean Sea. It has absolutely no border with Italy, so the first statement was incorrect. Monaco is a very tiny country indeed. It is the second smallest country in the world after the Vatican City. The largest country in the world, of course, is the Russian Federation. So let's go back to our question because now we are ready to answer. Now this is another map for conceptual clarity. This green portion here is the country of France. This creamy country right here is the country of Monaco. It has some very famous cities like Monte Carlo. It is often used in movies a lot. So coming back, the first statement definitely is incorrect. The second statement is correct. Monaco certainly isn't a landlocked country. So our answer will be B, only 2 is true. Moving on. So this is the second MCQ. It reads, consider the following statements about the river Godavari. The first statement is, the river originates from Trimbakeshwar, Maharashtra, and then flows in the east across the Deccan Plateau. The second statement is, the Manjra and Indravati rivers are major tributaries of the river Godavari. Let's research. Alright, so as you can see, this right here is the state of Maharashtra, and in the northern part of Maharashtra, near its border with Gujarat, you will find this area. It is called Timbuk, and near it is Trimbakeshwar, and this is where the river Godavari originates. Alright, so our first statement is very much true. It originates in the west, then flows into the east, right into the Bay of Bengal. Now this is a more subtle map, but it will give proper conceptual clarity. Godavari is the second longest river of India, of course after the Ganga river, and you can see it starts from Trimbakeshwar in Maharashtra, then flows eastwards. Alright, from the west it flows into the east in the Bay of Bengal. So our answer is, the first statement is absolutely correct. Now are Manjra and Indravati rivers important tributaries of the river Godavari? Well, they certainly are. So this statement is correct as well. Our answer is C. Both the statements are true. Now this is a very interesting question. What I want all of you to do is, whenever you see the MCQ on the screen, pause the video, attempt it in the comment section below, then play the video and watch its solution. So over here we are going to talk about the country of Gambia. We have 2 statements about this country. The first statement is, Gambia is a country in West Africa that is entirely surrounded by Senegal except for its coastline on the Atlantic Ocean. Alright. The second statement is, Gambia is part of the Commonwealth of Nations. So let's figure out whether the first statement is correct or not. Now, as you can see, this is the African continent, and in the western side of Africa, you will find this very small country, Gambia. Alright, this is Gambia, and you will also notice it is completely surrounded by Senegal and it has direct access to the Atlantic Ocean. This right here, this is the Atlantic Ocean, this is Western Africa, and this right here is the smallest country in the African mainland. Now what do I mean by the African mainland? When I say the African mainland, I'm just talking about this huge chunk of land over here, because the African countries are not limited to this huge chunk of land. For example, have a look at Madagascar. Madagascar is away from Africa. It does not really share its border with any of the African countries. It doesn't really share any territorial border with any of the African countries, but it is still a part of the African continent. Similarly, Seychelles, right here. Seychelles, this country has been in the news a lot recently. Seychelles is not really part of mainland Africa. It is part of the African continent. It is considered an African country. But when we are talking about mainland Africa, we are talking about all the countries located on this large chunk of land. So, in the mainland Africa, the smallest country is Gambia. Although, if you are asked which is the smallest country in Africa, we are not really talking about mainland here. If you are asked which is the smallest country in all of Africa, your answer will be Seychelles. Alright. So according to our research, the first statement is absolutely correct. Now, is the second statement correct? Is Gambia part of the Commonwealth nations? You know, the Commonwealth nations right now is an intergovernmental group. I have actually made a video on the Commonwealth nations, so I suggest that you watch it. Just YouTube search StudyIQ Commonwealth and you will easily be able to find that video. It is available both in English and Hindi language. So as you can see, this right here is a map of all the Commonwealth nations. All the blue countries right here, they are part of the Commonwealth. And you will see Gambia right here. It was once a British colony, so that is why it is now a member of the Commonwealth nations, and it is right here. And recently in February 2018, it rejoined the Commonwealth. Before that, for 5 years, Gambia was not a part of the Commonwealth. It left the Commonwealth because of some reasons. We won't really talk about that. But now that it has joined again, Gambia is certainly part of the Commonwealth of Nations, and their athletes will participate in the 2018 Commonwealth Games in Australia. So our answer will be C. Both the statements are correct. The next question is very interesting. I want you all to pay close attention. If you were asked to travel from Southern Pacific Ocean, the South Pacific Ocean, to South Atlantic Ocean on a ship, alright, while going through the Southern American continent, the South American continent, which strait would you have to go through? A very interesting question indeed. We have all of our options over here: Strait of Messina, Mozambique Strait, Davis Strait, or the Magellan Strait. Let's find out what's the right answer. Now let's have a look at option 1 first. You will see this is Italy right here, and Italy has a very important island right here, Sicily. Alright, this island is called the island of Sicily, and right over here you will find Messina. Alright, this is the Strait of Messina. As you can clearly see, it has nothing to do with the Pacific Ocean, so this cannot be our answer. Let's move on to the Mozambique Strait. It is right here between Madagascar and Mozambique. This is called the Mozambique Strait or the Mozambique Channel as well. So this isn't our answer either. And if we go right over here, we will actually see that this is South Pacific Ocean. This is South Atlantic Ocean. Actually, let's cover the Davis Strait as well, since this was our option. You will see this is Canada. This is Greenland. Between these two countries is the Baffin Bay. And right over here where I'm moving my cursor is the Davis Strait, the Davis Strait. Coming back to our answer. Alright, so this is the South Pacific Ocean. This is the South Atlantic Ocean. According to the question, you are supposed to travel from this ocean to this ocean while going through the South American continent. So you will clearly see there is a very important strait right here. It is called the Magellan Strait. You will enter from here and then cross this region and then come out of this place, and then you can enter the South Atlantic Ocean. So this satisfies our question, and this exactly is our answer. Our answer is the Magellan Strait. So in order to travel from the South Pacific Ocean to the South Atlantic Ocean through the South American continent, you will need the help of the Magellan Strait. The next question is, consider the following statements about Paketu Mountain. This is a very important mountain. The first statement is, the Paketu Mountain is also the highest mountain on the Korean Peninsula. The second statement is, it is an active volcano. So let's go to the map and figure out whether these statements are right or wrong. So as you can see, this is our Earth, and if we move closer to the Korean Peninsula, you will find a very important mountain right over here. Alright, this is the Paketu mountain, and it is indeed the highest mountain in the Korean peninsula. It is also an active volcano, and on top of this volcano you will find a very interesting lake, a volcanic lake. It is called Heaven Lake, Heavenlake, and it is a very famous tourist spot as well. Well, anyway, for the time being, you should remember that Paketu mountain is the highest mountain, it is the highest peak in the Korean peninsula. Coming back to our question, consider the following statements about Paketu mountain. The first statement is absolutely correct, that it is the highest mountain on the Korean peninsula, and it is also an active volcano. This statement is correct as well. So our answer is C. Both the statements are true. Moving on, the next question is, consider the following statements about the country of Honduras. The first statement is, Honduras shares border with 3 countries. Alright. The second statement is, it is very near the Caribbean Sea. We will have to look at the map to figure out this question. So as you can see, this is Central America. Alright, this is North America, Canada, US, Mexico. These countries make up the northern part of the continent, and this right here is South America. So this part is called Central America, and you will see this country right here, this is Honduras. It does indeed share border with 3 countries. The first country is Guatemala. The second country is El Salvador. The third country is Nicaragua, right over here. And Honduras is one of those rare countries in the world that have direct access to the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean. As you can see, it has a coastline that connects it to the Pacific Ocean right here. Then it also has a huge coastline that connects it to the North Atlantic Ocean. And Honduras also has direct access to the Caribbean Sea right here. You will see the Caribbean Sea. A lot of countries surround this important sea, like Cambodia, Venezuela, Puerto Rico is part of USA, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, Cuba. So just remember that Honduras is very near the Caribbean Sea, and it shares border with 3 countries. And Honduras was also in the news a lot recently because of all the turmoil over here, because of the instability. So you must remember its geographical location. So statement 1 is absolutely correct. So is statement 2. Our answer is C. Both the statements are true. Moving on. Question number 7 says, consider the following statements about Madhya Pradesh. The first statement is, the highest point in Madhya Pradesh is Dhubgarh, and it has an elevation of 1350 meters. The second statement is, the state of Madhya Pradesh is bordered by Gujarat, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra and Jharkhand. So let's find out where is the highest point in Madhya Pradesh. So as you can see, this is Madhya Pradesh, and in the middle of Madhya Pradesh you will find Dhubgarh. It is an important peak over here, an important mountain. So you will see this is Dhubgarh, and it certainly is the highest point in Madhya Pradesh with an elevation of 1350 meters. Now have a look at this important map over here as well. This is the map of India. You will see this right here is Madhya Pradesh. It shares its border with Rajasthan, UP and Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. It does not, however, share any border with Jharkhand. So this part is incorrect. Second statement is incorrect. And I would also like to mention that the Mount Dhubgarh is part of the Satpura range. So you might be asked this in exam as well. The first statement is absolutely correct, as we just verified. So our answer is A. Only one is true. Moving on. This is the 8th MCQ. Over here you have to answer whether these statements about Slovenia are correct or whether they are false. The first statement is that Slovenia is not a landlocked country. The second statement is Slovenia shares a border with Germany and France. Alright, so let's have a look at the map. So as you can see, this is the country of Slovenia near Croatia and Italy, and it has absolutely no territorial border with France or Germany. Alright, as you can see, this is Slovenia. And certainly it isn't a landlocked country because it has a very small coastal area as well. And since it has a coastal area, we cannot call it a landlocked country. So the answer of our question over here is the first statement is absolutely correct. The second statement is false because Slovenia has absolutely no territorial border with France or Germany. Our answer is only one is true. Moving on. The next question is the largest country in the African continent is, our options are Algeria, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan and Libya. So let's have a look at the map. So as you can see, this is the African continent. This is the enormous country of Algeria. Near it is Libya. Then we have Sudan. And in the middle of Africa is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Our answer right here is Algeria. Algeria is the largest country in Africa by far. Alright. So this is our answer, and this is also the end of our video. And thanks for watching. And hopefully we will keep on continuing this series. I will try to bring part 4 of this video soon for you guys. And till then, like this video, share it, subscribe to our channel if you already haven't. And yeah, that's about it. God bless you all.